Hello, it's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia here with you today. And I'm doing a little bit of a mix-up. I'm doing a bit of a change. I'm not going live today. However, I've released this at the same time as I normally would go live, just so that those who loyally follow us know exactly what is going on. We've decided to just do one live video a month, which I'm really excited about. And mainly that is because this new catalogue is keeping us way too busy. And so I need to be able to do it at all sorts of times of the day and be able to give you content with all these brand new products in a timely manner, because it is keeping us really, really busy, which is a great thing. It's an exciting thing. It also means that my videos hopefully will be a little bit more succinct. So we'll have 3 or 4 videos a month that will be a little bit shorter for all those that are very busy people. And then we'll have one big one per month. So we're really looking forward to that. It's going to be either, depending on where you are here in Australia, it'll be the first Friday of every month. And for the rest of the world, those that aren't in the South Pacific, it will be every Thursday. The first Thursday of the month will be our live video. We will definitely keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter so that you will get these updates and hear exactly when we are going live. And it will be exciting because it's one big event per month, and we're really thrilled about that. It also means that these shorter videos, I can sort of do a few more creative things. And I've got something really special to share with you today. In fact, it's so special that I'm really nervous about this. I've been procrastinating all day. I'm like, yeah, I'll film it now. No, I'll film it now. No, I'll cook dinner first and then I'll film it. Because I'm really nervous about it, because I'm really, really excited. I don't think that this has been done. But I'm sure you'll tell me otherwise, because all of you are very savvy. I don't get around much. I don't get to see other videos much. So you can let me know if this has been done before. But are you ready to see my card? I'm really excited. I love this card. I'm highlighting, so you know exactly which one it is, the Blossoms in Bloom bundle. This is brand new. This is coming out in June 3rd. I know, it's gorgeous, right? You can get it now if you join our team. You sign up, you get $66 free if you sign up now. But with this beautiful stamp set, there are some stunning dies that go with it as well. And they are absolutely out of this world gorgeous. Let me show you one sheet. The other sheet is preoccupied at the moment. I'm keeping it busy. But this is one part of it. I know, isn't it beautiful? And then there's another layer that goes on top. Now, all of these layer on top of each other. So there's 3 layers. The bottom layer, this is the top layer, and this is the middle layer, and then there's another thin layer over the top as well. Now, one thing that I noticed when I started playing with this bundle is I was like, I kind of had this idea that I wanted a dark background. Bruno pointed out one of my dresses, and he said, I'd love to see a card made using the design on your dress. Have you ever used that as a card design? I'm like, no, I haven't actually. And I knew I wanted something like a Night of Navy background and then a Calypso coral flower, but I didn't know how I was going to get it. And of course, Bruno and I love dimension, so I knew I wanted sort of dimension to it, but I just didn't know how I was going to do it without spending a whole heap of time, like a ridiculous amount of time. But anyway, let's show you what I did. So it will all make sense now. First I stamped it, and then I added the thinlits. So, I know, right? But check this out. You ready when I turn it a little bit? Yeah. They are above this thin layer here. So, yes. How did I do How did I do that? Let me show you exactly what I've done. I'm going to change up the card completely different because you know I love doing that when I do a video. And I will show you both designs. But I really wanted to highlight our beautiful new Magenta Madness. I'm not a pink girl. You all know I'm not a pink girl. But I'm going to play with this Magenta Madness because it's out of control and I think it's quite hot. It's reminding me of the 80s. I think that's where it's taken me back. I feel like, you know, doing flash dance or something. But yes, I want to show you exactly what I've done. What you will need, and if you don't have it, I hope you can get it somehow. But you will need some press and seal. Press and seal is going to save the day. So many of you know Jennifer Maguire. She's a very talented crafter and card maker. Her husband created this. Now, Bruno has done a press and seal technique card. You can Google that, press and seal Bruno Bertucci, and it's like a floating frame. And I've seen it done before where people sort of cut out the dies and then stick them all down and then cut it out. But the way that I've done it, I don't know if I've seen it before. But anyway, you can let me know in the comments below if you have seen it. If not, here's hoping it's something new for you all. And I know that you'll be able to adapt it to so many of our dies and so many ideas. I'm really, really excited about the possibilities of this one. So let's jump on in and show you what I have started here. I thought I'd do a little bit of prep work first. So what I did first, I've already pre-cut. I haven't totally cut that out properly, but I've cut that out using a sheet, just a Whisper White piece. And this is the beautiful die set that we're going to be using today that you haven't seen yet. It's preoccupied. It's busy at the moment. So I remembered to use my multi-purpose adhesive sheets, which I kept. They're coming back. I'm so excited. So I've cut them into my like 4x6 or whatever you want to cut them into that is doable for you. But I like them in this size because then they can stay in my clear mount case and it's all happy with the rest of my storage. So put that on the back, run it through, and then we'll be able to peel this off, but not just yet. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to come in with my Magenta Madness. Now I've run that through my die cutting machine already. I highly recommend in this point here, so you run it through the machine. I've used a shim because I really wanted to cut through it well. And what I recommend, I've still got the die underneath, so I've just kind of flipped it so that I can have the back facing. And it's really good to have a flat base. I know that these bow and buckle, but try as hard as you can to get a flat one because it will help you to keep this all in place, because you can see here some of them are sort of shifting. But this is the point where I'm going to come in with my press and seal because I want this all to stay exactly where it is. I want to freeze it in time. I can see a little piece here. Your Picket little tool comes in handy if little pieces go flying. That one I can take away because I'm not going to be able to put a dimensional on that anyway. So I'll grab my press and seal and you're going to rip that off. Now this stuff, I don't even know how to explain what this stuff is, but it's basically kind of like a Glad wrap. One side is sticky and one side isn't. We're going to put the sticky side down. And it's not super sticky, like not crazy sticky. So like here, you can see it's lifting it already, but that one just sort of shifted. But you can sort of put it back in place too. It's really cool. So just push down onto it, onto your work, and we're going to kind of make sure that all of those pieces are picked up as much as they can. Like some of these little ones, they may not want to play, but that's okay. Yeah, that one there, good. Because you want it to sort of stay in those little borders, in that little realm of where it needs to go. But we can rejig if we need to. So that one's that side. Then what we're going to do is turn it over, and this is where you get to see the beautiful die. So let's bring that out of the way. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Because what we're trying to do is keep this together, but we want to eventually put dimensionals on the back here. So what we have to do is flip it over and then put more of the press and seal on the front. So we're like sealing it in time. So we'll turn that over, and now you can see this beautiful die. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, what I have done before I embossed, because I really wanted to use this Magenta Madness and I don't have the ink yet, I thought I'll just run it through the subtle embossing folder just to give it some texture. But what I thought about afterwards is I could have even stamped with some Versamark on the Magenta Madness with that beautiful stamp set to get those beautiful like textured looks. So it would look like you're using the magenta ink, but you're not actually. And even come in with some bleach or something like that if you wanted to afterwards. Now, hopefully everything is hunky-dory. We can use our little take your pick tool just to make sure that everything is where it needs to go. So we're going to lift this up. Yep, looking good. Everything's stuck down. Oh, yes. I love it. So, what do we do next? You're asking me the question, aren't you? Kylie, what now? I have to remember what I did. I'm having a mental blank. It's too much pressure. Too much pressure. Stop watching me. So what we do next, I was thinking, do I push everything out? I forgot what I did last time, but I think I keep it as is. I think either way will actually work out fine, but we'll work it out together. It's like, what did I do again? It was really late at night when I was mucking around, and I'm pretty sure I'd had a glass of wine too. Okay, so we've sealed it in time. It's happy. Now we turn it back over again. I think it's worth this. Britta was like, you what? But I think it's worth it. So now we're slowly just going to pull this back. And hopefully, this is where your little tool will come in handy again. Hopefully it will be stuck down onto that piece there nice and happy. It sticks to each other really well too. But see how it's not ripping or anything like that? Some people said they had issues with it ripping. But I don't know, maybe the humidity, I don't know what it could have been that caused that. Because, yeah, I haven't had any problems with it sticking to my cardstock. So that one just needs to be moved over a little bit, rejigged. But it just saves, like if I tried to do this all on my own, because I could totally not use this press and seal and just do these individually, like put it in like a puzzle. But some of these pieces would be really, like it would be actually like a really hard puzzle. If you like puzzles and you've got forever, go for your life. Just to enjoy that. But for some of us, especially if you want to do a few of these, then this is a great way to keep everything in its spot, everywhere it needs to be. These smaller pieces, I'm not going to be able to really keep them anyway. I might be able to stick them in later, but I can't dimensionalize them. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. So, oh, one little bit there. I love this little sticky side. You realise in a time like this how handy it is. So if you don't have your take your pick tool, I'm telling you, you need one. Because it's really handy to just keep everything in its place, especially when you're going to be doing this technique over and over again. Because once I show you all the dies you can do this with, you are just going to lose your mind. I hope. Sometimes when I put too much pressure on something, I should be like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Is it a good idea? I don't really know. I think it'll be nice. It's the ones that you're like, whatevs, that always end up the best. So then I come in with my dimensionals. And of course, all the bigger pieces are going to be a lot easier to put down. If some of them are, you're not sure, are going to flow over, you could always cut it in half, or you can use your little minis. So remember that Stampin' Up! Have mini dimensionals. So this one looks like it's happy. Maybe one more over here, and then I'll start using my minis. Yep. And even some of them, you might even have to, I've cut some of them half mini as well. I think I've got some here that I did. Maybe I used them all. That's all right, I'll give them a chop. So it's still, you know, it's not quick. It's not the quickest process, but I think it's for the result that you get and the wow factor, I think it's worth the time that you invest in it to get it looking good. Even the leaves, I think, yeah. I think I might leave the leaves. On my one, I didn't do the little flowers. I left them just to save a little, because it's a little bit tedious. But, you know, if you wanted to, and plus it comes off the side on our card. I think in the States your one is fine, but for us it's just a little bit fine. So I'll just do the main flower. And just be mindful where there's like inside spots. And if you're not sure, you can sort of look at the stamp and get your idea, and maybe take those ones out so that you don't get confused, because it's that one and that one. You'll be like, I just put dimensionals on something that didn't need dimensionals. Whoopsie! And please remember, if you think that this is a technique that you'd like to share with other people, or you know someone that you think will enjoy this video, please share, please like, please subscribe. We love it when you subscribe to our channel. I have like hashtag goals, subscribing goals, which will be fun. Oh, I think we're almost there. It's just a little bit here. But yeah, like I said, you could totally do it in these little flower bits, but I'm just going to leave those blank. And then I've got every other flower piece there. Just do a little double check. Yes, check. I might just put one there just so that it doesn't come apart. Now, you can use take your pick tool normally to pull out these dimensionals, but these are a little bit more flimsy than usual. So if you wanted to, you can just use it to lift up the dimensional if you don't have fingernails, because that can be a little bit tricky with this precarious little pieces that might come out. But yeah, you just sort of flick it up, or the other alternative is use it to hold it down and then just use your nail like you normally do, which I think that works out better for me. Just hold it down in its little spot. Ah, thank you, Take Your Pick Tool. You're so handy to me. You're helping me out. We're a great team. So pull all those off. I know you're probably thinking, how on earth, what is going to happen here? I am too. The suspense is killing me. What is going to happen with this, Kylie? What's going to occur here? Will it work? I should put an advertisement right now. No, I'd never do that. Although I should never say never. That's when you end up doing something you say you'd never do. There we go. I think we're almost there. That was good having the little tool there to hold it down. I really like that. And, oops. Yep. Here we go. So that's all done. I'll move all the little backings out of the way here. I've even created a little bin next to me. I've been doing a bit of a tidy in my craft room, a bit of reorganizing, because I suddenly realized that the Jessie fairies weren't coming every Wednesday to clean my room for me, so I thought I'd better do it myself. So we're going to put that to the side. And what I'm going to do, because I've decided these layers here, which is the usual Gorgeous Grape. If you have my card templates, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't have my card templates, I'll put the link up so you can have a look. But the base is Gorgeous Grape, whatever that is in your measurement in your country. The Whisper White is the Poppy Parade, and the basic black layer is the Melon Mambo size. So they're the 3 layers that I've used. And what I'm going to do, I've just used this outside piece here to sort of work out where I wanted to place it, which will help me work out where I can put my sentiment too. So I'm going to do my sentiment now and just use a stamp from the Blossoms in Bloom set. So I thought that this one would be really good, Sure Do Miss You, because there's so many friends that I'm missing right now, and I sure do miss them. So I'm going to use my Versamark. If you haven't done embossing before, oh my goodness, you need to try it. And I love that it's polymer because I can see right through. And so I'll just pick a little spot here in the corner where I want to emboss that. And you want to do this before you stick anything down, because I ended up doing it afterwards. I'm like, uh-oh, where am I going to do that now? So come in with your embossing. So this is the only stamping that we do in this card. But as I said, you could have stamped your flower on the Magenta Madness if you wanted to. Just put a little bit more on. You want to flick enough to get any excess off, but not enough, like not too much that it ends up making that too light. There's a fine line. So we'll emboss that. This gets very hot, this embossing gun, so just watch out. I love doing white embossing on black. It's so beautiful. There's nothing like it that pops like this. It's just gorgeous. Good, nice and simple. Then what we're going to do, move that powder out of the way and the Versamark. Good. So we basically worked out, I'm just going to put that as a little guide for me. Okay, yep. So we're going to come in with this little baby. Now what I'm going to do is pull off that outside piece and pull off, oh no, we'll leave that one there actually, because it might pull off too much of it. So just the outside looks like it's happy. And what we'll do, oh yeah, I can see through it okay, so that's not bad. So just keep an eyeball out, I think about there. And then we're just going to push down. And this is where the magic happens. Yes, I'm holding my breath. So we'll push down. And then we'll just go like this. Oh, one of them came away. It wasn't peeled back, but we can handle that because it's only one. So we'll put you back in there. Back in its little place. There we go. Now, what you could totally do right now is you could even like stick that down if you wanted to, but you know, of course, we're going to use a different color. That's why I did the Whisper White, because I want it to really pop and to be like an optical illusion. Like how even is that possible? But as you can see here, even like this, it looks really cool. Like Britta's like, oh my goodness, I like it just even like that. I said, yeah, but I could even step it up even more just to really highlight the fact that they're popping out. Isn't that fun? I hope you really liked that. And of course we can use this for something else. Don't let that go to waste. Maybe we'll put on the inside of our card, in fact. Yes. Good job. Now, what we're going to do is come in with our beautiful white. I've already put the backing on, so it's going to make life a lot easier for us. And so I'll peel that away and then everything should come off. Now, I'm not too fussed if some of these white pieces stay in there. Even this this piece here, I might just pull out maybe that one, but I'll keep those two other pieces in there just for, you know, extra interest. That one I don't want to keep. That can go. But all the rest I'm going to keep. I might just pop out a couple here just to create that bit of interest. Yeah, I like that. And then we come on in here, and this is like really fun doing this, but you come in and you basically just push it all down because it's got the adhesive, so you really want this to adhere to the base. And then what's going to happen is it's just going to make that magenta really pop out. Isn't this fun? I hope you like this. Tell me in the comments below what you think. I really hope that this is the first time you've seen anything like this because I'm really excited. Bruno was impressed, so, you know, if that's the only person who's impressed, I'm happy with that. Here we go. Now, you can totally do some sponging, or like I said, this section here you could have stamped beforehand, but I really love this texture of the subtle embossing folder with yay, and then just pull some of these up. You might even be able to pull that up. Yeah, that one looks good. Let's pull that one up. Just for, you know, more dimension, more texture. Are you excited? I'm really excited by this. So then we'll stick it all down. Now, the thing that I thought would be really cool, and it's probably what prevented me from making this video, because I was just like in, you know, when you get into the like, and then I could do this, and then I could do that, and then I was just getting myself all worked up and a bit overwhelmed because of all the ideas I was thinking of. But I'm like, Kylie, just do one today, and you can do the others another day. But these are all the other ideas that I had. How about doing it with the Butterfly Thinlits? I mean, it's very tiny on that side, but what you would be putting in is these big ones. So you could leave the little bits out, but it'd just be these big ones here. How beautiful would it look? So there's that one. And then I thought the new sunflower dies, like this one here, that would be really cool. You'd have to do super small dimensionals in there though, but that's okay. It'd be worth it. And you could do some raised and some flat. Like if there's really small ones, you could just do Tombow glue in those ones and have them flat and have some raised and flat. It would still look amazing. And the other one that I thought would be really cool was the detailed hearts. That one. Wouldn't that be amazing? So you can have all of your hearts. And I thought even if you did like strips of colour, like do an ombre look, or even strips this way. The only thing, if you did full strips, you'd have to make sure that you're over each. If it sort of goes half and half, you might have a bit of a sticking issue. But yeah, I think if you really were planned to cut exactly where each heart was, then that could be a really cool, or even just all the same colour. It would look amazing. Imagine it in the magenta on the black. Yes, please. So there you go. Let's stick this down so we can see a finished card. Nothing worse than seeing a card not finished. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong one on the wrong side. I'm just too excited. It's just so exciting. There we go. Love my green glue for a bit of wiggle room. And we want to fold this in half with our bone folder. Where are you, little bone folder? Oh, of course, I've got to knock everything. There we go. And whatever you do, don't look at this grubby desk. I told you not to look at the grubby desk. It's so grubby. There's so much that goes on in this desk. Now, do I want that raised as well? No, I'm going to glue it down. Maybe if it was a little bit smaller, I could put it on dimensionals, but there we go. Perfecto mando. And the inside, let's have a look at what this looks like. So if you want to, if you haven't used, because we haven't been able to use any of the adhesive sheets on the back here. So what you can do is just get get a dauber, sponge dauber. Just put this here so that you can admire its beauty. So what you can do, get a clear block and just put a little bit of the Tombow glue in the corner here. Get yourself a dauber, smush that around so it's on your dauber, and then you can just on the block or on another piece of paper, whatever's easy. I mean, I've dirtied the block anyway, so may as well use that, and just dauber the glue on. Simples. And then that just ensures that it's got enough sticky. We're just going to put this little piece there and then cut it all away. Cut off the excess. I was going to say access. No, excess. E, not A. Jessie's grammar police. She'll come and get me. Okay. Oops. Yes. Oh, that looks so beautiful. So pretty. I even had done these actually because I forgot I was going to have this little extra bit. And I did some of these little flowers. So I might actually put this up in the other corner because it's so pretty. This also comes with the same set. Oh, wow. Look at that. And I even did, ta-da! It's ready to go. I'm going to still, even though I've got, I like it partially off. I think it just looks more natural. Isn't that cute? Oh, yes. And then we'll just use some of the green glue for the back. This is from Stampin' Up! Too, by the way. And the dimensionals. Anything you need if you live in Australia. Even if you haven't done card making before ever in your life, we're here for you. We can help you to learn how to do all these cool things. Even if this seems a bit like this is quite advanced, this one. So much so I have been card making for many years and this was freaking me out showing you all. I was feeling very intimidated. I was like, what if I get it wrong? And then I'm like, Kylie, listen to your own advice. Just do it. I'm really happy. Are you happy with this? I'm really happy. Check it out. It is Magenta Madness on basic black with the amazing Blossoms in Bloom bundle. So you've got to check out that new bundle. Remember, you can add it to your starter kit right now. So if you want this and the dies, it's all available now if you join our team here in Australia. And you're going to need the 20% off, I'm telling you. When you see this new catalogue, and some of my customers have already received it this week and they're like, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. This is just one of so many gorgeous new things in this brand new catalogue, and you are just going to have to get your hands on it. Yes. this just happened. And there's the other one. So you can see them both. Look at that. Yes, I love it. Shop it. There's a bit of a leaf there. It decided to jump on. I am so happy. Now in this one I used some little dots. They are from the little white pen. I think I'm going to leave this bold and very geometric and not add any dots, but I really love it on this one. I think because of the texture of this one, it kind of goes with it. But this one I'm going to leave super bold. Check it out. So there you go. What do I call this technique? Paper piercing press and seal technique. Let's go with that. Press and seal paper piercing. Because it is paper piecing, not piercing, piecing. We're putting the pieces into here, but using press and seal. Because it's kind of like paper piecing, but cheat's way. It's the fast way. It's like pick it up with press and seal and stick it on. And go exactly what I tell you to. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed my video today. If you want to pass it on, please share, please like, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as one of our followers. And please comment. Even if you're one of those ones that have been watching us for a while and you've been lurking in the background, we love hearing from you and we will reply to your comments. I'm going to have a look, go through, and if any of you have any questions or you need to know anything, please let us know. We've got the brand new catalogue coming, so we have brand new clubs that are available to cut up the cost of all of these products because we want them all, right? Get them all now. So we've created some clubs, some paper club. We've got an in-colour club for these brand new colours. We've got Magenta Madness as one of the colours, but there's cinnamon cider. Misty Moonlight is absolutely stunning. Just Jade is one of my favourites. And the last one is the Bumblebee. And it's super, super amazing. All 5 of them I am in love with. So we have an in-colour club. But we've also got ink pad club. We've got a blends club. And we've got a marker club as well for those that are new to stamping and maybe new to card making or new to Stampin' Up. So it just breaks up the cost and means that you can get some rewards along the way as well. We know you want it all. We get it. We're one of your people. just give it all to me now. And then you're like, I don't have enough money. So can you break up the cost? So have a wonderful week, everyone. And we shall be in touch very soon. Make sure you're following us online. Because we have always got surprises in store. Just when you don't expect it, we jump in and go live somewhere, or we have behind the scenes things that are happening, but there's always something exciting going on, so we want to keep you up to date and informed. So please follow us, please like, please comment, and we shall see you next week. Bye everyone, see you soon.